Good morning, everybody. Saturday morning, it's about 20 degrees out here in the shed. Today we're going to be working on the load 'em up truck project. See about doing some work on the dump body on the General. Before we get started here, we're just going to take one last look at the General and her current state and appreciate back in 1979 what a tough and commanding truck it probably was, with the bright red paint and nice aluminum grain body on it. It also has a hookup in the back for a tag axle, so I'm sure it had a pup behind it, which is probably really tough look back in the day. But what we're going to be doing today is working on getting the sides off of our grain body and turning her into a flatbed. For those of you that might get concerned about why we're not just getting rid of the grain body and buying a flatbed, this upper section of this is really pretty tough shape. It's been cracked and somebody got after it with a spool gun and squirted a bunch of weld all over it. It's served its purpose. It's lived its life. We're gonna try to breathe some new life in. The structure underneath is really good. But anywhere there was anything steel bolted through up on the top here is all turned into white powder, and she's seen her time as hauling big loads, lots of bushels of grain. So we're gonna change it up and get these side panels off here, hopefully without killing ourselves, and start changing the look of this truck. So two learnings out of this so far. I had carbide tipped blades, so that was good. But you want a little lube to keep it cool, otherwise it gums up and plugs up your blade. So that first panel, I plugged up one of my blades. Might be able to bring that back, but we'll let it sit for a little while. I started using WD-40 as a lubricant. Cuts much better, so that's good, but I do have to go get some hearing protection because coming down the sides there, it is loud. So we'll do that, and we'll be right back. All right, so we're on a 5er here with some technical difficulties. We're running low on Sawzall batteries because I did not come into this with my guns loaded or my batteries charged.
Preparation is the key.
And the Sawzall is rebelling right now. It must be a little warm after all that cutting. But boy, does using that WD-40 make a difference. She's really starting to look a little different here now. So 2 more cuts and we'll be done with this part. And then I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna do the back side without killing my cab. Just cut that all off as one piece or something. I don't know. I haven't gotten that far yet, but we'll figure it out. hopefully I can get this last section off. I might leave that one as support and then go start working on the front there, but or not the front, but the passenger side. So yeah, she's looking like something. Finally got a flatbed here out of the old grain box. Obviously the cleanup ferries came through in the middle of the night and spruced this all up for us here. Yeah, actually they didn't. That was me for the last like 3 hours. But you didn't need to watch me cut it all up for scrap and get all the metal and aluminum separated. If we could afford cleanup ferries, well, we probably wouldn't have them anyway because we blow all the money on truck parts or something off of Facebook Marketplace. So all we got left is to pick up the last of the miscellaneous bolts and sweep this thing off, and we'll be in good shape to go flatbedding. Well, here she is, all swept up. As you can see, I got a little bit of grinding to do, but we'll save that for a later day. At least all the sidewalls are gone. Really helps with my lighting here in the shed. So we got a 20-foot long flatbed now. That was a real big one off my list here. So that's pretty great. So we did pretty good too, playing Tetris, getting it all loaded up and in the truck. All we ended up left with was the doors and a couple of the extensions I couldn't fit in there. But all the side panels stacked in nice. Didn't even mess up the back of the cab cutting. So that was good. That was from the box, the ladder on the box hitting the cab as it was in operation. But yeah, and the old pickup here is absolutely chocked full. There's my old furnace in there and most of a grain body. So we'll get that hauled out to scrap. If I went to had the furnace in there, we probably would have got her all in, but that's okay. We go past the scrapyard all the time. So, boy, I am a sucker for an old truck with a flatbed. Man, that looks nice. Next time we'll work on something different because, well, we got this part of the step in the process here taken care of pretty good. So until next time.